Hello and good morning. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Leesh and you are living with me. I'm doing a little mindset update. Thank you so much, Lexi, for this idea. It has been a few weeks coming, but now I'm finally getting into it, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit hesitant to do a mindset video, but I'll get into that shortly. But before we go anywhere, this one little chat time is missing something, and that for me is a cup of tea. So let's go make one. Cheers. Now I feel comfortable. Now I feel good. Now I feel ready to go because I have a cup of tea. I don't know about you, but I have 1,000 different versions of tea just sitting in my cupboard, and half of them I don't even drink. But lately, because it's been getting a little bit colder here in Australia, I have been having more cups of tea. But yeah, I'm gonna put this down so I can have a chat. Awesome. Okay, so I thought I would do a little quick mindset check-in this week, just because I have been going on this journey and taking you guys along for the ride with me. And I have stalled because of this. If you want to see a video of me self-bleaching my hair, then let me know in the comments below. It has been a crazy wild ride, and there are no filters on YouTube like there are Instagram, so I can't hide that from you guys on my channel, except I have tried a few little tips. That's curling my hair. No, I'm not hashtag curly girl challenge. I am just using my GHT since I was 18. So I love that about that. I love that. Love that for me. Love it. So yeah, I think about last week I planned to film the mindset check-in, and I wrote down a few things that I wanted to touch on, which I still will touch on in this video. But one of the biggest things for me that I realized leading up to it was that I had this huge burden or weight or feeling on my shoulders about having to be some sort of perfection guru or expert in mindset to be able to deliver this video. And I'm like, oh God, I have to have all the answers, or I have to know, or I have to be perfect, and I don't want people to see me this way or that way, which brought up a lot of feelings that I had about my last YouTube channel, in that I kind of crashed and burned around the whole needing to be or wanting to be somebody who had all the answers for everybody. And that's not what this channel is about. This is about me going on my transformation journey again and bringing you guys along for the ride with me, which was really interesting because this weekend I had an awesome weekend away with friends. It's the first time since full lockdown that in Australia we've been able to go out and be in groups of 10 people outdoors, and our cafes and restaurants are opening up. So it was exciting, to say the least, to be able to celebrate a friend's birthday and to have a couple of drinks and have them over as well. We had cheese and we had wine, and the morning before I was meant to film, I could not sleep. I was so restless. All these thoughts came through my mind like, oh no, you have to step on the scales this morning, which for anyone who's on a transformation journey, I don't see that there's any right way or wrong way to track or measure your progress. It's all about feeling how you feel in the method that you choose, and just being aware of how you respond to those things, and but also knowing that you need to be held accountable at some point to knowing how you are tracking. And so if you don't feel confident with the scales, or that's not for you, then don't feel the need to. But for me, I for the first time in a long time, had looked at the scales as though it was something that defined who I was, and I was almost like, no, you're not gonna weigh in because you know you're gonna be higher because you had time off, and all these things, these voices in my head were just like rattling me so much that I couldn't sleep. And so I decided that morning when I got up, I was like, I am gonna weigh in, and I'm going to do it because I know that this lifestyle, this way of tracking my progress, what I chose is just simply a data set, and my weight is going to fluctuate. And if I find myself at any point not having fun in this transformation journey, then something needs to change, because it should be fun. And that was like the first point that I wanted to bring up in this mindset update for me, is that this transformation journey has been fun, but there's always these old versions of you that can pop up from time to time and be like rearing their ugly head. And for me, that was social events. Social events used to stress me out so much, and now they're coming back, and I'm like, oh, am I ready for this? Is this going to impact me? And I'm like, I'm a fucking human being. I'm allowed to have weight that fluctuates. I'm allowed to go up, I'm allowed to come down, but also weight isn't a progress that goes just like this. Like, it doesn't go linear. It's like this. And I can put graphs of my weight check-ins all over the place. So if you want to see them, my weight literally goes like, the point of all of this for me is that I'm tracking and I'm holding myself accountable. But ultimately, the transformation journey process should be fun. This is a lifestyle. It is not a diet. It is not a fitness competition. It is not my past. It is my present. And I want to be able to integrate the things that I've learned at Fit, Nourish, Thrive and be able to lead by example and model them, but also not be afraid to show how human I truly am as well, and that I too from time to time struggle. But ultimately, at the end of the day, what I want is for this transformation journey to be fun, to be long lasting, to be something that I can promote and absolutely vouch for. Discovering what works for your body, creating new recipes, learning new things, building a community right here, having a tribe and someone to hold yourself accountable to, and just enjoying the process with people and sharing it with others should be fun. Like, it is. And when I think about like all the things that I'm learning and sharing with you guys, I get really excited about that. So it was really cool for me to be able to experience that again, and just to be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's pull it back. Let's pull it apart. Let's just check in with ourselves here. Where are we going on this journey? What is it that you actually want to achieve? Like, are you thinking old Leesh, or are you thinking new Leesh, or are you thinking sustainably? And that for me was like the biggest light bulb. So I'm super grateful for that happening and for learning from it. So that was like a big thing. So also at this point in my journey, something that I am noticing with my mindset is that showing up for yourself is so healing. Like, being able to choose you and do what it is that you love, and having that space to allow yourself to do it has been so important for me and my mindset. And what is mindset anyway, by the way? It's a set of beliefs. So what do you believe in? What is it that you want to do? How do you want to feel about yourself? And for me, I want to say I showed up. I did the things that I love, and I'm really passionate about my morning routine that I have at the moment. I've been reading a lot of books, and I'm going to share them in a video in the not too distant future of some of the books that I'm reading in isolation, which have really helped my mindset and also this transformation journey to build habits and things like that. So I want to share with you a morning routine and the books that I'm reading. But for me, showing up for myself meant journaling. It meant that I would do my meditations again. It was that I would attempt to track every day, doing all these things that I know when I wasn't doing them, when I was completely absent in my mind, in my life, and totally depersonalized from who I was based off my body image, which I know is totally messed up. When I came back to showing up for myself, doing YouTube again, starting over, starting fresh, having a solid morning routine and showing up for myself regardless of a schedule, regardless of a job, regardless of whatever label society put on me, I have totally come back to who it was that I wanted to be and my purpose and my passion. And I'm really, like, honestly excited to be sharing this with you, even though from time to time it can be really hard to get in front of a camera. So I do really promote this feeling of being kind and courageous and just being aware that we're all going through something. Like, no matter how well put your favorite YouTubers are, no matter where they are on their journey, they've still got baggage. Everybody does. And it's just having that time to show up for yourself and just going with that. Anyway, I need some tea. We need a tea break. Oh my God, I'm talking too much. Can I just like sit like this and be a slob? Touching on again my reading, which I've been doing a lot of in terms of personal development. Something that I've recently read, which I'll talk about in a future video. Basically, the main theme throughout the whole book was how having an open heart and being unconditionally happy and making that choice and being aware, being a conscious observer of your life is transformative. So being on a transformation journey, for me and my mindset, having an open heart is so important. And some of the massive things that have happened to me in my life have come from places where I've been completely open and loving and grateful and reflective on who I am and what I'm bringing, and being consciously aware of those thoughts that I have, which come to my mind every single day. As humans, we have over 500,000 thoughts, 50,000, I don't know, a lot of thoughts a day. And so for me, it's about being thankful for them regardless of what they say, and also being conscious of them, being aware, being understanding and open to experiencing what those thoughts and feelings and emotions are. Much like I had said in the beginning of my video about having that restless morning where I just couldn't get back to sleep because I was too busy thinking about my weigh-in and how horrible it would be after having a cheese platter and some wine, was a massive awareness for me, and being able to be the conscious observer of those thoughts to then make a decision which I felt rational about rather than irrational like the thoughts. I was able to pivot, which was so important for me. Yeah, so another big thing that the book had taught me was that fear is closed. When you're fearful, you aren't open for the magic or receiving new things and opportunities and change, and all those great things that happen in your life all come from an open heart. So I'm keeping an open heart mindset, and I think that's what I want to carry through for the rest of my transformation journey, regardless of what the results are. I think for me, I'm really open, hearing more about other people's journeys, not just my own, and being open for opportunities in terms of creating content and being more conscious and practicing awareness on the FNT Tribe page. So if you haven't already headed over to the Instagram, I really do wish to see you there, and potentially in the DMs, hit me up. So I would love to hear, comment down below some of the things that you do to check in with your mindset and how you found that you've been transforming through that, and being aware that this too is a process just like your physical one. You do have that mindset, that emotional healing to go through as well. So I'd love to hear how you're going in your journey, and also comment below any future video ideas, anything that you would like to see in terms of my transformation journey. I really enjoyed the diet hacks video. If you haven't seen that, I'll leave a link up here or down below. I really enjoyed it. It is a super long one, so I'm going to try and cut this one back as well. I love creating content. I love being here. I'm super excited for the next video, which is going to be another what I eat in a day. So I'm sharing that with you guys. And then yeah, let me know what you think. Contact me in the comments and hit me up, and like and subscribe if you're new here. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Blah, 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 blah. It's Monday and this video needs to be up tomorrow, so I've got to do that right now. Gosh, I'm gonna make a thumbnail. I love you so much. Goodbye.